Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry for Everyday Guys. So today's video is the most popular video on my channel, my EDC review. It is January 2021. I generally do a EDC review like twice, maybe 3 times a year if my gear changes substantially. My gear doesn't, actually no, to be fair, it has actually changed quite a bit since my last EDC. So let me be brutally honest about that. About 90% of the stuff that I carry now is a bit different than the stuff I carried in my last EDC review. So I'm going to review this gear starting with clothing because that's a very important part of an everyday carrier's considerations, and then moving along to gear. If you just want to skip to gear, skip to this time at the bottom, but the clothing is worth watching because it makes EDCing a bit easier. So the top garment, my t-shirt, my shirt, whatever the case may be, will 99.9% of the time be Urban Warrior. Urban Warrior is a company here in South Africa, in Cape Town. Actually, everything they make is locally produced, locally sourced, and they use local labor to make the garments. They make clothing specifically designed for everyday carriers. Their shirts and t-shirts are cut to a regular size on the top, and then the bottom is lengthened to aid with your everyday carry. So the problem a lot of people have is when they start EDCing a firearm in particular, they need to buy a shirt size or t-shirt size up. The problem with that is your sleeves, your neckline, all those things are also increased, so you end up looking very sloppy. Urban Warrior have addressed that by adding a few centimeters onto the bottom of each garment and designing it in such a way that that you can order a garment true to size and it'll have enough material and stretch as well. It's a stretching material. So you can not only EDC, but EDC comfortably and also go for your concealed carry firearm comfortably because the garment has stretch. They do also have those shirts which have the lining on the inside to make EDCing more comfortable. It does dramatically make EDCing a lot more comfortable. It's like a core dry material on the inside. Pants wise, it's either a old khaki jeans. It's pretty much the only jeans I wear. Otherwise, I would be wearing Urban Warrior Recon or Infiltrator pants. They've just got pockets in all the right places. The one I'm showing now is an early model that had like the click button things. Normally they have Velcro. Pockets in all the right places. Every single Urban Warrior pants or shorts has a zip utility pocket. Their pockets are deep. They go straight down the seam of the pants, so you can put your knives, your pens, whatever the case may be, in the pockets. The Recon has like a specific pouch at the back for a multi-tool or a mag if you're at the range. So Urban Warrior also a lot of stretch in their pants. So everything they have is like stretchy and comfortable. Shoes wise, it's either Magnum off-duty X high or lows, or I would be wearing like a pair of Adidas Terex style shoes. I like shoes that have that are nice and grippy underneath, but are a bit low profile. The Adidas, it's a bit showy, but the Magnums are really low profile, undercover, tactical tacky, looking like a normal tacky. By the way, guys, if you are into or interested, the Urban Warrior Delta shorts, which is like a Recon pants, but it's a shorts, that's available at 21% off on my website. Go on there, order the shorts, and then put in the code Delta21 for 21% off. Okay, so that is clothing, right? So let's start on my right hip and work my way around to my left rear. On my right hand side hip, I will be running my Cold Steel Mini Tac in a Southwest holsters sheath. So this year I decided that I'm going to start running a dedicated defensive blade. I did a lot of research, probably about 8 months of research as to whether I wanted to do that. I spoke to people who carry it, I spoke to people who don't carry it, and I decided that there is value. A big contributor was I was in a gun store, and one of the people who worked there actually used a knife to defend himself, and I think it was his wife. And he's a relatively oldish guy, so I was very taken by that, and I thought, you know what, this is something I need to invest in. I also have to invest in training. If you're going to run something like this knife is available from the Knife Guy. Really nice Tanto blade, very good for a defensive knife. This is, I think it's AUS 8A blade steel. I think it's a Japanese blade steel. Really like this. And the sheath is from Southwest Holsters. So the way I can run this is outside the waistband, clipping it onto my belt like that. Or if I want to go a bit more low profile and go for the saber grip, I can run it inside the waistband, clipping it onto my belt like that, but on the inside. So really like the sheath, very well designed, and it's absolutely perfect for whether you want to draw it in a saber or a reverse grip. So if you want one of these, I think there are some available on the Knife Guys website. I'll leave a link to down below. The Cold Steel Minitac is my EDC defensive blade of choice. On to wallets. Now guys, we are spoiled for choice when it comes to leatherware and wallets here in South Africa. The one I'm running at the moment, and I say at the moment because this changes a lot, is the Atmos wallet from Strauss & Co. Very, very cool, rustic looking wallet. Got your card carrier in here, and then you can carry your cash at the back. Can you see that? At the back there. A rustic looking wallet, really cool. Strauss & Co. have a couple of wallet options that you can look at, and they're all pretty awesome. But I have to also mention my good old long-time favorite, My Brother's Keeper. Look at the awesomeness of the My Brother's Keeper wallet. So they make this in this beautiful leather or triple black if you want to go a bit more tactical, low profileness. Very, very cool wallets. My Brother's Keeper is a company that's very near and dear to my heart, so I will always promote them. Bernard, very awesome guy, dedicates some of the income that he makes to, or that he receives to a company that looks after military veterans. So that is something I'm all for getting behind. So if you do want something with I would say a bit more engineering, something that's a bit more tactical looking, still super minimalist, My Brother's Keeper are a way to go. Okay, so then from there we're going to move to my right hand side pocket. First up, my EDC utility blade. I'm currently running the Benchmade Griptilian. I hate to say this, but I chipped the blade in my Civivi Brigand. So I'm sending that off to Ultimate Edges as soon as I can. But I've moved back to the Benchmade Griptilian, and I'm not too disappointed really. I think this is STTV blade still. I'm not 100% sure. Can't remember exactly. But you know that Apex locking mechanism that Benchmade has is just such a freaking awesome locking mechanism that you could literally do this all day. All my blades are customized by Ultimate Edges. The grippers, the blade profiling, sharpening, and obviously blade customization, all done by Ultimate Edges. Philip Dean Parks, great guy, real knife enthusiast. Also in my right hand side pocket, the O-Pen. This is the O-Pen 2, the one that doesn't leak. So just for carrying a pen, like I always want a pen on me. This one is nice and fidgety if I'm waiting somewhere. Doing that irritates everyone around me but myself, so why not? The O-Pen 2, really nice, and the writes really nice, and it's just an excellent utility tool to have available to you. Also, it has a light on it. I'll see if I can get that too. That is a light, but I keep it in lockout mode because I don't need it to. I carry a flashlight, so I don't need that light to go on. Belt wise, guys, you know me by now. Core Essentials, they make such great belts. The cool thing about Core Essentials belts is it's got that unique locking mechanism where you can sort of tighten and loosen the belt just by flicking a lever and opening it, or just sliding it closed. It's a really cool thing that they thought of. You just click that and pull. It's hard to do this way, and the belt unravels, and then when you want to tighten it again, you just tighten it. And it's got like, I think it's like, is it 80 or 800 different sizing options. So like, if you buy one belt, whether you get a bit bigger or smaller, you're generally never going to need to buy another belt. And what I like about it as well is they work as dress belts, right? Very comfortable, and you can wear it as a dress belt. They've got a lot of different color options. Those are available. By the way, guys, my mistake. Obviously, the EDC blade is available from the Knife Guy SA, Strauss & Co. leather. Benchmade Griptilian is from blades and triggers. If you want an awesome blade or just a freaking high level blade, go check out Blades and Triggers. They've got some really, really awesome blades. Pen 2 is from Olight South Africa, obviously. And then My Brother's Keeper wallet is from My Brother's Keeper. Sorry, I forgot to mention who makes what. The belt, you can get these from SA Tactical Institute or CHS Guns. A lot of people have been mailing me saying they want my exact one. Both of those guys, SA Tactical Institute and CHS Guns, know me. Just say you want the belt that EDC for the EDG has, and they will know what you're talking about. On to holsters. So the holster I carry most of the time is my Southwest Holsters Rattler, which is this one right here. And that is for the Olight PL Pro. So guys, one of the important factors of everyday carry, just to show this firearm is empty and safe. One of the important factors of everyday carry is that you got to understand what your mission is, right? So my mission is to ensure my safety and the safety of people who are with me and potentially an unknown innocent person if that situation arises. So carry the gear that is going to aid in your mission, okay? But you also got to run on the 80-80 rule, right? 80% of the day, 80% of the days. What I mean by that is you got to carry this gear 80% of your day, right? And you got to carry it for 80% of the days of a year, right? If you're not doing that, then it's something you frequently carry, but not everyday carry. The reason that's important is you want to develop that muscle memory for where things are, and you want to be able to train to your capabilities and to have your gear match those capabilities. So you got to have your gear on you. You carrying a firearm, especially in the appendix position, you need to learn to move. Okay, people often carry a firearm in appendix, and the first few days, even weeks, it's hella uncomfortable. And as they get used to it, they get more and more comfortable, and then they can deal with it. So 80-80 rule. So firstly, know your mission, understand what you want your capabilities to be, and carry your gear around that. And then also 80-80. 80% of the day, 80% of the days, even if you're not going anywhere. Home invasions happen at home, so you got to be prepared for it at home. Okay, back to what I was saying. I've switched out my red dot from the Sight-on Moonshot Inspector to the Holosun 407 because I want the really tiny dot. I couldn't believe that the 407 and the 507 are the exact same thing except for the size of the dot. Really, or the dot option, shall I say. 407 is exactly what I wanted. 2 MOA dot. It's a bit smaller than the Moonshot M-Spec which I was running, and I wanted that. I wanted to go smaller. Everyone I'd spoken to had said go smaller because you used to run dot, and now you can be, strangely enough, even more precise about where you put that dot. The ammo I run is that ammo right there. Winchester Rangers 147 grain plus P, if my memory serves me correctly, but you run whatever flavor you want to run. And as I said, 90% of the time it is in a Southwest Holsters Rattler. Very, very cool. Okay, into my left pocket. So cell phone, sorry, there's a cell phone pocket on the Urban Warrior pants. You carry whatever cell phone you want to carry, no big deal. Into my left side pocket is the PowerTac Valor. This is a little 800 lumen flashlight. I've really grown to love this flashlight. I like the size profile. It gives me a bit of an impact tool here if I need it. What I really also like about it is it takes 2 AA batteries, walk into any convenience store, gas station, whatever the case may be, and boom, you have batteries for your PowerTac. I ran a low light course with this. I did a video on it. Check it out if you want to. Performed really well. 800 lumens if you're running, I think, 14500 batteries, and 700 lumens if you're running normal AA's. So that's very, very cool. Really nice form factor. And just an all-around really functional, simple light. The tail switch activates it, and then the side switch switches modes. I like it a lot. In my left rear pocket, usually in the little utility pocket, it's going to be very bright. I don't want it to blind you guys. Good old Leatherman Scaly tool. Look, I've tried other tools, and I'm not saying other tools aren't great, but the Scaly tool just does it for me. It's got everything I want and nothing I don't, and I never find myself wanting. I like the size, I like the look, I like the shape. It's flat, it's not doesn't stick out in your pocket too much. It's not too big in this wordly profile. So the Leatherman Skeletal, man, I don't know what Leatherman's going to make in the future to beat this thing, but this thing is like the thing. It's freaking awesome. My watch is the Megalith series from Statement Watches. I really like this watch. Statement Watches are here in Cape Town. Check them out if you want to order really cool watches or sunglasses. Massive thanks to the guys over there for sending this to me. I love this watch. It's very simple to operate, and I don't know, I'm like just a freak about timing things. I like timing things. Like, I know it takes me 26 minutes to get from my house to my parents' house if all the robots catch me and I travel at the speed limit as often as possible. I just like timing things like that. I don't know why. And with the Megalith series, it's more of a utility watch, but timing things is 2 buttons and the timer started, and I can literally run this thing almost without looking at it. So very cool watch, very comfortable watch. I like also the fact that the clip is here, not at the bottom. So when you rest your hand on something, you see what I'm saying? It doesn't dig into to the bottom of your wrist. Very cool. Megalith series from Statement Watches. And then if I don't have my EDC backpack with me, I will run one of these Urban Warrior ankle carriers. I can't even remember what they're called. I have them on my website. Basically, you put a tourniquet in there. Your leg goes through here like this. Let's say this is a leg. Put a tourniquet in there, and then this compression strap tightens it around your leg. Obviously, I'm doing a really poor job, and you've got this ribbon here to grab if your hands are wet or it's dark or there's blood in your hands, and that then reveals your tourniquet for you. So I would carry this around my leg. Very comfortable. You forget you're carrying this thing. Really, it's a really, really cool innovation. It's very plushy, breathable material. It's really comfortable, really nice. If I don't carry my EDC backpack, then I'll carry one of those around my ankle. And then also, guys, if you're into it, Strauss & Co. have these awesome belt organizers. I just stuffed them with a few things to show you. They have these awesome belt organizers that you just at least check that EDC for the EDG logo. Oh yeah. I don't think they come out like that. I don't know if you can ask Johan Strauss for an EDC for the EDG logo. That would be awesome. If I ever saw someone wearing this and it had my logo on it, man, you're my freaking hero. But these belt organizers are really cool. They're really comfortable. They're a really nice way to carry your gear if you happen to be running a pants that doesn't have pockets. You know, some pants pockets come inward like that. So when you put your flashlight in it, for example, it sits outward like that, which doesn't really work. So having a little belt organizer allows you to carry your gear with pants that has pockets that doesn't quite suit EDC. So guys, there is one other holster that I do carry if I'm not carrying a weapon mounted light, and that is the Bravo Concealment Torsion 3.0. Really like this holster, really like Bravo Concealment as a company. I will run this if the dress code requires me to wear or to carry in the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position, then I will run this holster right here. My firearm, by the way, guys, if you want something similar, this is done, 99% of this is done by SA Laser Engraving. It's on this site, it's done by Jonker & Sons. Holosun 47 or 507, or pretty much any Holosun you can get from CHS Gun. This is where I got this one from. Thank you to Aziza for that. And then I'm also running a PMag as my backup mag when I do run a backup mag. That is from the guys at SA Tactical Institute. Bravo Concealment, also SA Tactical Institute, if you do want to get yourself one of these holsters. And guys, that's pretty much how I EDC. That's my 8080 EDC. One of the important things that we don't mention often enough, guys, is training. Training is a vital part of your EDC, as vital as your firearm, a good holster, a good wallet, a good knife, etc. Go out and get as much training as you possibly can. I know it's difficult, especially in South Africa, because we don't have a lot of opportunity. But when it does come around, take it. We've got some amazing instructors here in South Africa. James Smart is doing a knife course, I think on the first weekend in February. So check that out. I will try to leave a link to it down below. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to that because I unfortunately already have plans. But you can expect that to be an outstanding course. And that's my gear. Huge thank you to everybody who supported me and who sponsored some of this gear. Some of this gear I brought, some of it was sponsored, full disclosure, but no one's paying me to say anything good or bad about their gear. This is the gear I run 80, but I can almost say 90% of the time. A lot of people ask why the Olight PL Pro. I've learned to like this button as opposed to the downward button. I just like, I don't know, I like I like being able to press forward. And also it's more lumens, more candela. At the end of the day, more lumens equals more happiness. Guys, that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my EDC with me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon for another review. Have a good week. Be safe, train hard. Cheers. God bless.